Welcome back. In today's video, we will cover the priority queue and the DQ. Now, what is a priority queue first? As we know, what is a queue? Queue follows the first in first out order. But a priority queue is like a more specialized data structure. So, what is a different in priority queue? It uses the actual idea of the priority. I will take a very brief example first, and then I will move to the reading the point. Suppose you are in a banking queue, and you are in the queue, still you are not get up to the counter, and suppose an old age people come and he gets the priority just because of the age. He get his done work fastly than you. You are still in the queue. He just go to the counter directly because he is older people. He gets the priority and his work is done directly. So that we call as a priority queue. He got the priority because of his age. So that is the idea. Now the second thing, suppose it is just a CPU scheduling. Just consider the CPU scheduling. What happens? Suppose most of the processes are in the queue. So whenever their turn will come, they will be given the access to the CPU. But suppose a very important priority interrupt comes or some important priority process comes, rest of the process will stay in that particular queue only, but he gets the access to the CPU fastly because the process has a higher priority. So in this way the priority queue works. It works like it gives a priority. The priority could be any criteria. It could be age, it could be importance of the that particular process, it could be gender also, it could be anything. And according to that the priorities are given. Now one thing you should understand also, suppose in the banking queue, if four people come, they have the same age. Suppose you are still standing in the line, fine. Now suppose four old age people come into that particular line. Obviously the age will get the priority, but what happens to the rest, because all of them are old age people. So in such cases, whenever you have certain things that has a similar priority, again they have the higher priority, but individually they have the same priority. In such a case, we will use the first in first out order only. So in which order they will be arrived, the old age people will arrive, in that order we will process the data. Now it is a more specialized data structure. The similar to the queue, having front and the rear. Items are removed from the front. Items are ordered by the key value so that the item with the lowest key or the highest is always at the front, depending like whatever you want. Item, like what is your priority, accordingly the lowest or the highest key will be always at the front. Items are inserted in the proper position to maintain the order. So there's two ways you can maintain a priority queue. I'm taking a very broad ways. The first way is at a time of C. There's two ways you can maintain a priority queue. First, if you want, just do your insertion sincerely. Do your insertion in such a way that the priority list is maintained, and at a time of deletion it should be a normal deletion. So the insertion would be the complex one. You have to manage as per the priority, but at the time of deletion everything will be same. Now the second option is insert normally, but at the time of deletion just take care of the priority. So you have two options, either you can maintain the priority information at the insertion time or at deletion time. The second operation would be same normal operation. So that is all about the priority queue we have. Come to the DQ. DQ stands for double-ended queue. In double-ended queues, items can be inserted from both the ends. That is, till this moment, whatever the normal queue, we have deletion from the front and insertion from the rear. But in a double-ended queue, the insertion and deletion can be done from both the ends. It is a more versatile data structure than a stack or queues. They are policy based application, like low priority go to the end and high priority go to the front. So that is one of the policy based example of the double-ended queue. Now there are two types, that is input restricted DQ and output restricted DQ. What the input restricted DQ means? Whenever it is an input restricted DQ, insertion will be done from one end only, but deletion can be done from both the end. Input is restricted, so insertion would be done from only one end, but deletion could be done from both the end. Now the second option is output restricted DQ. What the output restricted DQ stand for? Means insertion can be done from both the end, but deletion is restricted. deletion can be done only from one end. So that is the two types, input restricted DQ and output restricted DQ. So thank you everybody for listening.